to turn the camera around. There we are. Needed to turn the camera around, Wendy. Technical experts here.
And we got the shade cloth in the back, but who cares?
Oh, that's all right. It's not the perfect background. No. What are we going to do?
Okay, are we on?
Yes, we are.
Oh, we're already on.
We are.
Oh,
we're live. We're going. I just coaxed Wendy to come onto her page here because I wanted to have a quick chat about something that actually has kind of been up for me recently as well. So I'm thinking I'm probably not the only one. But what happens when you're like grieving the past? I mean, and it's actually quite difficult to move on because at the moment, it's in Australia at least, we're going through like a second wave of COVID lockdowns, and people thought there was maybe a light at the end of the tunnel, and now it's like, international travel is going to be like who knows when, and all this stuff is changing, and it's feeling almost like kind of impossible to hold on and just wait till it blows over, because it's not going to blow over.
It's not going to blow over.
So everything's changed. And one of the things that I've noticed that I will tend to go like into my shell, and I won't want to get out of bed, and I won't want to do anything, and I don't care about anything. And I think that's one of the typical, I guess, signs of like when you're trying to deal with grief, that you'll kind of go into your shell and just be like, just wake me up when it's all over. So I just wanted to ask, Wendy, what would you say when someone comes to you like that?
Well, first of all, I would say, first up, don't wait.
Yes.
Action is required. Yeah. And it could be just as simple as asking this question, what can I be and do different today? And with that question, people are like, well, what do you mean by what can I be and do different today? But what if you could change your routine? And I'm stealing this from David Cubis, actually.
You've got to pass the good tips around.
Yeah, you've got to pass. Because it was really cool, because it's like, okay, things have changed. It's not, the past is no more, and we're now in the future. And so it's like, so what if you just started off with something really, really simple, and when you got up in the morning, you changed your routine. From first up, when you get out of bed, the first thing you do is go and have a cup of coffee. What if you changed that to a cup of tea or went for a walk? But what if you actually, for the 24 hours starting today or starting tomorrow, is change your routine in every single thing that you're doing for that day? Because then that energy of can open more energetic doors, even if it's taking your dog for a walk, or just going somewhere to have a cup of coffee, or going somewhere to do shopping, or just change your routine. And just because when you change your routine, you're actually getting out of your autopilot. You're getting out of the autopilot of, I just want to go hide away and go back into my cave. Whereas if you change your routine, you actually have to be more present.
So instead of waking up, checking my Facebook,
yes,
going on TikTok, checking my emails, checking my bank account, wondering what it is I'm supposed to be doing that I don't want to do, maybe just do something else.
Exactly. Maybe do something completely different. So I'll be checking on you tomorrow.
You'll be checking on me. I know you will.
Amanda, I will. And it just and just playing with that. I mean, even just that one simple tool of what can I be and do different, and then start changing your routine. And that's just one tiny little step, but it's not a tiny little step. It's actually creating a totally different possibility.
Yeah, it opens the door for a totally different direction. You're not just going, all right, we're doing the same old predictable thing today.
Yeah, and you're getting out of that automatic response where you don't actually, because when you're in the automatic response or the autopilot, you don't actually have to be present. So you're not actually aware of, you're just in this automatic. So it's like, whereas if you're actually changing that, you're actually having to be present. You're starting to become more aware. You're starting to receive different energies. And so
you can't be like the zombie.
Yes. Yeah.
More zombie.
Yeah.
just waiting for things to change. You actually can take little steps, and that. So it's like in putting the power back in your hands too. Yeah. You can just actually change anything, and it doesn't take a lot. It's not like a big thing.
No, it's not.
Just a little. So lots of little things. One little thing can start you on a different journey.
So that's your plan. That's your action for the next week or whatever. And that's all just about being you. And that was how this original question came about from Amanda. And I was just like, well, what more ways can you actually be you and take yourself out of autopilot? Because then when you're actually being you, there's so much more you can receive. So
how about that? Thanks, Wendy. Thanks for doing this for me. And I hope that contributes to all you guys out there. I'm really grateful. And what else is possible?
Yes.
See you.
Bye.